Peace. What's the word? What's happening, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tap in with the kid before we start building on the subject matter for the day. Hopefully, y'all having a powerful Monday thus far. Thus far, man, y'all see the subject matter, man. We talking about fear, false energy appearing real. You know what I mean? So we gonna build on, how that fear is hindering your progress and what we need to do to eradicate that fear, man. Because again, if you got anything that you striving to achieve in life, be you I would say it's impossible to achieve it with fear, with doubt, all that nonsense, man. Especially if you don't channel that fear and that doubt in the proper direction. You know what I'm saying? If you don't use it to your benefit, which most of the time we do not, But I'm gonna give y'all about 3 to 5 minutes, man, to tap in with the kid before we start building on this particular subject matter, man. So what's the word? Let me know how y'all living and feeling on this wonderful Monday. Talk to me before I start talking to y'all. Like I say, y'all see the subject matter, man. We dealing with some inspiration and motivation because that's how we feeling on this wonderful Monday. Talking about fear, man, something that's holding a lot of y'all back. The reason why a lot of y'all haven't achieved any of y'all goals because it's that fear. I know what it is. I've been there, done that. Lindell, Magic, Montel, Peace. What's happening? What's the word? How we living and feeling? How we living and feeling on this Monday, man? Dealing with fear, man. A lot of people gotta learn to face them fears, man. That's the only way to conquer it. It's the only way to conquer anything, man. You gotta face it. So your fears are the same. You gotta man. In order to conquer those fears, you gotta face them. Whatever it is that you're afraid of. Like we say, fear stems from a lack of understanding. So if that's the root cause of fear, then we gotta strive to gain an understanding of everything that we fear. So whatever it is that you fear, man, strive to do the knowledge to it so that you can gain an understanding of it. So then when you gain an understanding of it, you will come to the realization that, oh man, this is not so bad. Whatever it is you think you fear, man, once you study it, tap into it, gain a thorough understanding of it, the conclusion will be it's not that bad. It's not as bad as you thought. Darlene, Moni, Peace, what's happening? What's the word? So that's the culture that I come from. They teach that a lot of fear stems from a lack of understanding. Get to the bottom of it. TZ, let's get it. First of all, you say, I'm afraid to take my engineering exam because I know people who took it and said it's really hard. First of all, no offense to the people that took it already, my brother, but you know what I'm saying? They not you. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to eliminate that already out the gate. True Seeker, Peace, what's happening? It's the same way with my personal training exam. When I took that exam and I finished it, the lady, the old white lady at the front, she was like, not too many people passed this exam on the first try. I told her straight up. I said, I'm not too many people. So you got to have that confidence, man. Eliminate that TZ already. Forget all of that. I don't care who said it was hard. I don't care who said it was easy. At the end of the day, you know what you're capable of. You got it. What's the worst that can happen is that you don't pass and then you got to take it again. And now you know what you kind of know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst that can happen. That's the worst that can happen. Virgil, Peace, what's happening? But we don't tap into those thoughts, TZ. Forget all that. You know what I'm saying? Those people that took it before you are not them, they are not you. You got it. Change that mindset up now. Don't even go into taking that exam with any ounce of fear and doubt. Don't even do that. Because again, the most dominant feeling, the most dominant emotion, it becomes the most prominent. So if you walk in there with that fear and that doubt, whatever it is that you fearing, that's going to be the result. That's going to be the outcome. You know what I'm saying? So if you fear that you're going to fail this exam because people said it was too hard, then that's exactly what's going to happen. So we're not even going to walk into that situation with that fear. We ain't going to do it. We ain't going to do that at all. Lindell, you say, what about fears of going to the doctor and not wanting to hear bad news, which is a known within our people? First off, on that, the fear of going to the doctor, that's deeply rooted, especially in Black people. But then when you go in there not wanting to hear bad news, that's the most dominant feeling. A lot of times the things that we fear, that becomes our reality. So I'm not about to go, if I choose to go to the doctor whom I do not trust, I'm not about to go in there with the energy of, I hope ain't nothing wrong. Nah, I'm going to go in there with the energy of, I know nothing is wrong. Even if they tell me something is wrong, I'm still going to have that energy. nothing is wrong with me. Because again, I already know and understand that everything can be reversed. The body is all wise and intelligent and powerful. It can heal itself. So whatever they tell me in here doesn't hold any weight, because I know at the end of the day, if they tell me something is wrong, it will get reversed. If they tell me everything is good, we good anyway, because we already knew that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you go into a situation like that. I don't care what a doctor tells me. I know how powerful the body is. I know how powerful the mind is. So I'm not about to go in there saying, man, I hope they don't find anything wrong. First of all, I'm the best knower of myself. If something is wrong, trust me. Most of the time, we already know when something is wrong. So when you already going to a doctor with that fear, you going into it with that fear because you feel like something is wrong because you've been paying attention to your body, you know? So again, if I'm paying attention to my body and I feel like something is off, I'm going to do what's necessary and required to correct that imbalance in the first place, you know? So we don't deal with fear, we deal with the solutions, you know? So if I know something is off, I know I got an imbalance, then we're going to change some things up and we're going to center that body. We're going to get that mind and body back in balance. Montel, let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Darlene, now that's it. You know what I'm saying? Now, a situation like that, I almost don't even want to, I don't want to say it's not a fear, you know, as far as letting people, what we call your cipher, letting people in your inner circle. That's a little deeper than a fear. You know what I'm saying? You didn't been betrayed. So it's like you have a lack of trust in regards to dealing with people. That's understandable. That's understandable. And because at the same time, like, we can't control how people act and respond. We can only control our perception towards what these individuals do. So we can't control what people do in our lives. And I don't even recommend having a large circle. I don't even recommend having a medium-sized circle. The less people in my circle, the better. The less people I have to be concerned with, the less people I have to worry about. You know, so at the end of the day, I don't let my guards down with people. It ain't even that I'm afraid of making new friends. It's just at this stage in the game, I'm aiming for other things in life. Like, I don't even need to associate with people on that type of level these days, you know, because we trying to make moves, we trying to build, we trying to evolve and things like that, you know. So I'm more so looking for people that inspire me to bring it to my circle, my cipher. I'm not even looking for people that I would label as friends. I place different label. I need people to motivate me. I need people to inspire me. I need people to hold me accountable. So that you probably got to change the wording, Darlene. So instead of saying, man, I'm afraid to make friends, forget that. Don't look for friends. Look for everything that I just said. Look for somebody that's going to hold you accountable for something. Look for somebody that's going to inspire you to do something. You know, that's what you look for. That's who you need. You know, that's what I'm striving towards. I'm not striving to make friends by popular definition. I'm striving, like I said, to be inspired from folks. I'm striving to hang around folks that's going to elevate my game, elevate my mind, you know, inspire me to make bigger moves, better moves. You know, I need to be around people who know more than I know. That's what the vibe is. That's what the vibe is. I don't mean to sound pessimistic, but like I said, at this stage in the game, I don't care about making friends. Like, I don't care about making new friends. I'm past that right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got families. Everybody got other things that they're responsible for. I don't really care about making new friends. I don't have that much time to give to somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have that much time to dedicate to another person. Friendship, people sleep on the amount of time required to establish and build and maintain a friendship. I don't have time for that. You know, if it's not, if we not adding on in regards to like business and just health, all these type of things, man, then hey, y'all, we can keep pushing. We can keep pushing. Because I don't have time for that. Like I said, I can't control what a person does. I can't control what a person says. I don't have time to be keeping my eyes on these folks. I ain't got time for that. You know, if I'm not still rocking with the same people I rock with back in the day, then I'm good on establishing new friends, man. Like I said, at 32, come on, I don't got time for that. I literally do not have the time to be establishing new friendships. You know, we have associates, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I call it. Have associates and family, you know, for sure. TZ, like I tell people all the time, man, I ain't got no circle. It's more so like it's a period, or it may be like a C. Like I don't roll with, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I don't do it. I got a lot of people that know me. I got a lot of people that I know, but that's just about it. Boom, crypto piece. What's happening? Oh yeah, for sure. Got to do it. I was telling somebody the other day, when you start, when you start making changes in your life, and y'all know the changes that we talking about. When you start making certain changes in your life, those people automatically remove themselves. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't remove themselves and you feel like they draining you, then you must remove them. You got to have them difficult conversations, especially when you striving to make changes and the people around you are not. They cool with being complacent. You know what I mean? Like they cool being stagnant, and you trying to evolve. You trying to be better. You striving to improve, or you striving to just be at peace. And they striving for toxicity. It's like that ain't gonna mix, man. That doesn't mix well. Like we don't have time for that. If I'm striving to activate my peace, if I'm striving to be in a state of peace, and you just constantly disturbing my peace, then we don't get along. We're not compatible. You got to get away from me, or I got to get away from you. However, this is gonna go. Oh, boom, crip, man. Fear causes a lot of physical ailments. A lot of physical ailments. People sleep on it. I got a few Tony Robbins books behind me somewhere. The best one I like is his money book, Money Master the Game or something like that. That's one of my favorite joints by him. But yeah, for sure. Fear manifests as a lot of physical symptoms, man. Fear, doubt, worry, all of that. Anxiety, all that good stuff, man. So we got to keep these things under control. Seriously, for real. Like I said, we say fear stems from a lack of understanding. What is it that you fear? Dive deep into it. Like we say, do the knowledge to it, dissect it, break it down. When you do all of that, I'm telling you, it's not going to be as bad. It's not going to be as bad as you thinking. Whatever it is that you fear, whatever endeavor that you would like to pursue right now, and you haven't pursued it, I'm telling you, fear is what's holding you back from pursuing it. So you need to tap into that. It's a reason why you haven't done exactly what it is that you know you need to be doing. It's fear. Hey, Darlene. Hey, hey, the tribe is right here. It's just we virtual. You know what I'm saying? Give us time. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, in due time, I'm gonna set up in due time. This virtual tribe, we're gonna connect, we're gonna build. Coming to a city near you, or a city that you are in already, a city that you reside in. So it's coming. It's coming, darling. Have no fear again. Like I said, break it down. You said you can't find a tribe. So we're going to go deeper into that. We got a tribe. It's virtual right now. So it just hasn't made its way into the physical. So it's coming. Just give it time. Patience. 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 It's going to happen, darling. It's going to all come to you. It's going to all come to you. Just keep focusing on improving yourself and evolving as a person, and everything you need will come to you. That's what's going to happen. The tribe will come to you instead of you trying to find the tribe. Most of the time when we go out seeking for things, we find the total opposite, because a lot of it is motivated by fear. I fear I cannot find my tribe. So now you're searching for a tribe with the fear of being alone in mind. So you're going to find the total opposite of what you're looking for. The total opposite when it's motivated by fear. So never go out searching for anything when it's motivated by some type of negativity, some type of negative feeling or emotion. Because again, whatever it is that you fear, that's more than likely what you're going to come across. That's more than likely what will end up manifesting itself. So we can't be inspired and motivated by fear. We done talked about how powerful fear is. So we cannot ever be motivated by that fear. And that fear motivates a lot of us. Akuma, boom, peace, what's happening? Darlene, for sure. I already know that what they say check on your strong friend. So a lot of us that had to play that role. We giving everybody advice. We giving everybody inspiration. Trust me, I know, being a personal trainer, I'm responsible for inspiring and motivating folks and keeping people keeping people accountable or holding people accountable. That's my job. But people don't know how complicated that is for me to keep myself there. Luckily, I'm self-motivated. You know what I'm saying? But my job is to keep a gang of people in check, in line. People don't really have to do that towards me. If they choose to do that, cool. But you know, it's like who is there to motivate and inspire the trainer when he needs it? But I'm motivating and inspiring the people on a day-to-day basis. So I already know. Especially when that's partially your job to inspire and motivate people and hold them accountable. So that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the energy is not reciprocated. People think, you know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, especially in my field, people think working out, eating right. People think I do this in my sleep and it ain't hard. Little do they know. It's just like everybody else has struggles, working out and eating right. I got the same struggles, but people don't know it. People take me on face value and say, man, this must be easy for you. No, never that. But again, people make assumptions. They take everything off face value, which is something that we should never do. You know, they take me on face value. They look at how I'm built. They look at some of the stuff I do and how I make it look easy, whatever the case may be. And so they take everything based on that perception, you know, unfortunate. But it's all good though. Luckily, I'm self-motivated. Luckily, when I need to get myself out of a funk, I'm able to do it myself, you know, and I don't have to get that from the outside. But a lot of people not wired like that. A lot of people, they need some outside push. They need that external motivation at times to get them going in the proper direction. You know what I'm saying? So I feel it. I feel it's been plenty of times where I was in the gym staring at the weights, didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about dragging. Don't want to lift this heavy weight. Don't want to do these reps. Man, I ain't got nobody in there telling me, man, go ahead and get to it. I had to push myself through it. You know, so like I said, luckily I'm wired that way. Because if I wasn't, I would have talked myself out of a lot of workouts here recently. Just wouldn't have did it because I didn't feel like it. But I got to keep myself going because I know at the end of the day, it's hard for me to rely on other people to do that for me. You know, so but people don't know that with me though. Again, like I said, they take me on face value. Oh, there's nothing. You've been doing this for so long, it's come natural to you. If only that were the case. I wish that were the case. You know, I wish it was that easy. I wish I'd just wake up and always want to work out, but that's never it. Never it. I don't want to work out just like everybody else. Just like everybody else. I don't want to eat right sometimes just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I want to indulge in the vegan snacks all day, every day. You know what I mean? Like that's just what I want to do sometimes. So I gotta keep my eyes on the prize, man. I gotta tap into my why. Like, why do I need to do this? I gotta tap in. I keep myself motivated internally. It's an inside job, you know, and I live by that and I swear by that. Ray, peace, what's happening? Boom, oh, for sure, 100%. 100%. Moni, man, I'm trying to tell you, I think some people seriously believe I'm not human. You know, like seriously. Like I think some people seriously think I come from another dimension or another planet. Especially just when they monitor my workouts and things like that. But it's all good though. Hey, I take that. Because we gonna keep it going. Emmanuel, peace, what's happening? Boom, offer. Yeah. The routine, the ritual, regimen, you know, however we want to refer to it. That's all it's about. That's all it's about, man. You gotta knock them goals out, man. I know y'all tap into the news. Y'all know how the negative energy within society, as I like to call it. Y'all know how it go. We see people, the first few stories they tell you about somebody dying and things like that. So we see how fast this life can end for us. So what are you waiting on? Like that's what I be having to ask myself, or that's what I had to ask myself before I start putting things into motion. What am I waiting on? You know what I'm saying? Like what they say, time waits for no man, time waits for no woman. What are you waiting on? Like we got to stop thinking we got infinite amount of time to get things done. No, that's not the case. You do not know how your life is going to be a week from now. let alone a year from now. So stop thinking you got a year or two to make these things happen. You never know what's going to happen in your life that can set you back. So stop postponing your goals, stop postponing your dreams and all of that, man. I done seen people's lives change drastically in a matter of seconds. That's all it takes is a second. Scarface say, well, it take a minute to pray and a second to die. That's all it takes. Take a second, man. In a split second, your entire life can change, and not for the better. So now you're going to be sitting there with all of these regrets, which I don't want to hear anybody tell me they don't have regrets. Ain't nothing wrong with a regret. You know what I mean? But you don't want to go through life, got all of these grand ideas, got all of these grand strategies, and you procrastinating. Next thing you know, something tragic can happen unexpectedly, and now you can never put these things into motion because you sat around postponing your dreams and your goals. The real piece, what's happening? Stop doing that. I know too many people that's doing that. Every time somebody present me with their goals, what they striving to accomplish in life, and I ask them why they not accomplishing it, bunch of excuses. Bunch of excuses. None of these excuses are ever legitimate reasons, hence why they are labeled excuses. But most of the time when I ask people, when they tell me about their goals, and I say, well, why you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you not in the process of putting things into motion? All type of garbage. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. All of this type of stuff. When you really start studying some of these industries and some of these things that people want to do, all of that be some nonsense. There is something that you could be doing on a day-to-day basis. There is something that you could be doing on a day-to-day basis that's pushing you towards that goal. Like, for real. If you don't have the money, you could work on your marketing plan. It's plenty of other things you can work on. You can work on the business plan. Business plan don't cost money. You know what I'm saying? So work on the business plan. Keep speaking things into existence. You know what I'm saying? So that when you do get the money, you ready now. What you gonna wait for? You gonna wait for the money to come. Then you don't have no plan in place. Now you got the money and you just looking stupid with the money. So again, what they say, you got to prepare for it as if you've already accomplished the goal. So yeah, if you trying to pursue something that requires a lot of capital and you don't have the capital, keep preparing as if you already got it. Get the business plan in motion. Man, start living like you the CEO of this business, whatever the case may be. So that when it's time, when the capital makes its way to you, you ready for it. You prepared already. You good. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's what they tell you. That's what they tell you. MC, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? This year ain't over with. This year ain't over with. We can get one more of them things. We can get one more of them things. Boom for y'all. We kill that. You know what I'm saying? We not striving for mediocrity. If you are complacent and content with being mediocre, this is not the platform and channel for you, because I don't condone that. I tap in, I build with people that understand that they are far greater than mediocrity. They deserve more than mediocrity. They understand how great they truly are. These are the people that I'm talking to. These are the people that I tap in with. I'm not tapping in with a person that's comfortable with being mediocre, because nah, you deserve more than that, man. Outcast for sure. That's why I tell people all the time, I got plenty of regrets. You know what I'm saying? I learned from them, yes, but that don't mean I don't regret the decision. That don't mean that if I went back in time, I'd do. One thing I can't stand, I'll be real with you. I know this is probably unpopular, not even unpopular. Well, it is unpopular. This is probably an unpopular perspective, but I don't like when people say if I could go back in life, I'd do everything the same. No, I would not. You know what I'm saying? If we rewind the time, I would not do everything the exact same. No, like I'm grateful for the lessons that I've learned, but if you gave me the opportunity to go back, no, I'm not doing everything exactly the same way that I did it. No. So I'm never going to be one to say anything like that. Like, yeah, if I go back and do everything, I do it all the same. Emphatically, no. Nope. That don't even make any sense. I'm never going to say that. What's the point of learning? If somebody gave me the opportunity to go back in life and now I know how to move, why would I do the same exact things? No, like I'd never do that. So I got plenty of things like, yeah, if I could have went back, I wouldn't have did that. Yeah, man. So no, I don't hold that perspective. That don't mean I'm sitting around being bitter. That don't mean I'm sitting around being angry at decisions I made. That just means, yeah, I took a L or I made a mistake. And I regret making that decision. If I could go back, I would not have made that decision. Then when I counsel people, when I'm talking to people younger than me, I say, hey, don't do X, Y, and Z. Or if you're going to do X, Y, and Z, expect A, B, and C. That's how I go about it. MC for sure. Definitely got the rest of the month. Let's get it. We ain't gonna play around. We got the rest of the month, man. We got the rest of the month to tap in and get that other certification. Like, let's get it. Light work. That's what I like to call it. I like to call it light work. Lindell, hey, the only way to get over that is to place yourself in those type of positions. I know it's uncomfortable, but that's the only way to place yourself in those type of positions. You know, people that have been afraid of heights, only way to conquer your fear of heights is to get up there. It's the only way to conquer it. Only way to conquer being claustrophobic, place yourself in those tight environments. You place yourself in those tight environments enough time, you're gonna realize it's really not as bad as I imagine. So that's the only way. If you never place yourself in those environments, though, yeah, you would never get over it. 100%. Just like if I had a fear of heights and I never got up there, yeah, I'm gonna never get rid of that fear. Never. Like never. Angel it's one of the biggest cripplers in our society. Fear. Trying to tell you, whatever everybody that's tapped in, I'm telling you, the reason why I know y'all got some goals and things that y'all have not pursued, that y'all have not put into motion, and there's two things that's holding you back right now: fear and procrastination, aka laziness. Those are the main two things that's holding you back right now. Fear and procrastination. I guarantee you. Fear, procrastination. It's holding everybody back. I guarantee whatever it is that you ain't put into motion that you should have is either fear or procrastination. Guarantee it. Guarantee when you break it down, when you get to the root cause of it, fear, procrastination. Fear, procrastination. Those two things, man. Show some of your biggest enemies right there. Fear, procrastination. How do I know? Because they are my biggest enemies also. I talk about procrastination all the time. My bigger enemy is more so procrastination and fear. I didn't eliminate it and eradicated the fear a very long time ago. What's the point of living in fear, man? I don't even understand it. You know, I don't understand it, especially when it comes to like things like putting certain things into motion. You know, I can understand like you come across a venomous snake, and even in that situation, people start talking crazy. Oh, everybody got a fear and all this type of stuff, and they start bringing up animals that are deadly and me dodging it. If I see a venomous snake, I'm gonna go the other way. What that mean? They be like, that mean you're afraid of it. No, that means I have knowledge of this type of snake, and I understand that if I don't want to get bit by this snake, the best thing to do is to not make that snake feel afraid, because that's when it will attack me, by getting all up in its space. So if I see this venomous snake over here, I'm gonna go that way. That's wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That's not me being afraid. So that's what I say. Hey, a lot of our fears stem from lack of understanding. I'm not about to sit and see a snake that I know is venomous and walk right over it to try to prove that I'm not afraid of something. No, I'll do the knowledge to it. Oh, okay, that's a venomous snake. All right, we don't want this snake to feel threatened. We don't want this snake to feel afraid. So we just gonna go on over here about our business. Wisdom. Because I have a thorough understanding of this snake. Now, best believe if it came down to it, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna either be me or this snake. I'm not about to let my fear freeze me to the point where I let the snake take me out. Outcast, man. I'm trying to tell. I know a lot of people that low key got that fear of being successful. Man, I know a lot of people that got that fear, and that's real. That's a real fear. A lot of people fear that being successful with all the, whether it's the attention, you know, whatever lane you in, you might get overwhelmed, like the time that goes into it, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people fear that. Oh, boom, 100%, which is what I was telling people when it came to not even just COVID, but just sicknesses in general. The more success, like they say most diseases stem from, well, I ain't gonna say they say most, I ain't gonna say they, but there is a theory out here that says a lot of illnesses and ailments are the result of unresolved conflicts. You know, unresolved conflict means you have a fear of addressing something that traumatized you. That's an unresolved conflict. You have a fear of address, you have a fear of facing it, so you have suppressed it. That is one of the causes of dis-ease. What they say, unease leads to dis-ease. So when you suppress these emotions and these feelings, that makes you uneasy. That eventually leads to dis-ease. So it is what, you know, you gotta address anything that traumatizes you. If you do not address it, come to grips with it, learn how to view it a certain type of way, that can cause a bunch of ailments within you physically. That can cause a lot of ailments within you, man. So you got to just address things, man. It may not be comfortable, it is what it is. That's life. That's life. Like that's the only way that you gonna grow, fam. You can't be trying to always stay within your comfort zone. In fitness, you will never reach your physique goal or your fitness goal if all you striving to do is what makes you feel comfortable. There's no way in the world that you're gonna reach any type of goal when you just doing everything that makes you comfortable. I'm telling you that. In order for you to truly reach that fitness goal, you have got to get out of that comfort zone. If you used to walking all day, every day, if you used to walking all day, every day, and you done lost weight by walking, and next thing you know, you hit a wall and you didn't stop losing, and maybe you put on some weight. Now it's time for you to start running. You got to start running. You got to turn it up a notch. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort. I see people in the gym all the time. They stay in that comfort zone. They stay lifting the weight that they comfortable lifting. Y'all see me all the time. I'm going to lift weights that make me uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. That's how you grow. That's how you continue to get better, stronger. You know what I'm saying? So you have got to get yourself out of that comfort zone. I'm trying to tell y'all that's one of the main keys to success. You know, and we real good with being comfortable. Trying to tell you, if you've been walking all your life, run, jog, something. If you've been doing like aerobics and all that type, lift some weight, lift some heavy weight. If you've been lifting heavy weights all your life, go do some cardio. You know what I'm saying? Like focus more on cardio. Change the game up. Change the game up. You got to change the game up, man. I'm trying to tell y'all got to stop being so comfortable out here. Stop being so comfortable. I know being comfortable is cool, but that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem, man. You got to turn that heat up sometimes, man. You can't be cool all the time. You got to turn that heat up. Got to sweat a little bit, you know? You got to hurt a little bit. You got to hurt. In order for the muscles to grow, man, you got to tear them down. What they say, in order to build, you got to destroy. You know, so again, that's how fitness works. When you working out, you lifting weights, man, you are destroying the muscles. When you go to sleep, when you rest, that's when the muscles are growing. That's when the damage is being repaired and the muscles actually grow, build and destroy. That's what everything in life. You know what I'm saying? That yin and yang. So again, you got comfortable, you got uncomfortable. You can't just stay in this comfort zone. Sometimes you got to step out of that comfort zone and say, all right, man, I'm about to do something I ain't too fond of. Even when it comes to the brain, you know what I'm saying? To prevent dementia, Alzheimer's, you got to challenge your brain. They tell you, learn something new, learn something that's complicated to you. If you've never been good at math, start dealing with some trigonometry and geometry. That's going to prevent you down the line from coming down with Alzheimer's and dementia. If you right-handed, brush your teeth with your left hand. Do things, switch it up, man. Switch it up. Try to tell y'all, that's what the body needs, man. Switch it up. You know, if you used to brushing the teeth with the left hand, use the right hand. Boom. Something simple like that, man, can prevent you from having dementia and Alzheimer's. Something simple like that. Real simple. It's not a piece. What's at it? Angel, like I said, you say when you have been burned so many times, you can be fearful of letting people in your circle. And I don't even, like I said, I don't even feel like that's fear. That's experience. You starting to understand the nature of people. So it ain't even a fear. You just understanding the nature of people. Like I said, at this stage in the game, I don't really care about having friends and forming new friendships. I'm striving to build with people that's inspiring me, holding me accountable, all of that. You know, so I ain't necessarily, it takes a lot of time, like I said, to establish, build, and maintain a friendship. I don't have that time to devote to one person, to a group of people. I don't have time for that. You know, so at the end of the day, it ain't necessarily a fear. We didn't all been through life. We didn't all have people come and go in our lives. And we didn't learn some things along the way. We didn't been betrayed. You know, we didn't did a lot of giving, but that energy wasn't reciprocated. So now we learning. And if you start breaking down these people, you will see that they all have, it's common denominators there. So it's just things that you know to look for. So when you see some of these traits pop back up with people, you start getting suspicious. You're like, hold up. I had a person in my circle years ago that acted the same way, and this is how it ended. You know what I'm saying? So you done learn from that experience, as we all should. We shouldn't be so quick to let people in our circle anyway. So that's natural and normal, or at least it should be. It should be. At least that's how I feel about it. I don't even look at it as fear. Like I said, I don't even have a circle. You know what I'm saying? And I don't look at it like I'm afraid of letting new people. Nah, listen, people over the years have shown me, a large portion of the people have displayed that they are to not be trusted on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like on that type of level. So it is what it is. When I tap in with people, we got to understand. Let's be real, man. We about to be real for a second. People might not like it, but this is going to be real. At the end of the day, self-preservation is the first law of nature. I'm not saying this applies to all of us, right? But at the end of the day, self-preservation is the first law of nature. When you study in marketing, when you study business, they tell you nobody really cares about you. They only care about what you can do for them. This is human nature, really. So we're dealing with human nature. When you study human nature, it tells you that most people do not genuinely care about you. They only care about what you can do for them, meaning that most people are here to use you for something. That's what it is. At the end of the day, 80-90% of the people that come into your life, they trying to use you for something. If you are a good listener, they going to use you for that. If they know you give a lot, they going to use you for that. Whatever, if you strong, they going to use you for that. Most of the time, people are using you. That's what the game is. So at some point, you gonna operate like that. For real. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like at this stage in the game, it's a trade-off. It's a barter. I'm gonna use you for inspiration, but this is what I'm gonna supply to you though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna get you in shape, but I need you to hold me accountable on this end. We got to start making trades. Let's be real. We got to stop being so quick to give everything, give our all to people and then not get reciprocated. We got to start playing the game like everybody else, just on a righteous level. Look, I need this inspiration for you, but in return, this is what I'm going to give you. That's how we got to play this game. That's how we got to play it. Some of it, we be too nice with it. You know what I'm saying? Like we give, knowing good and well that this is not going to get reciprocated by these individuals. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, when it comes to bringing people into my cipher now, it's like, nah, this is what it is. Look, I need you for this. It's almost like, it's like a job. Like, look, I need you for inspiration. I need you to help keep me organized. I need you for accountability. And this is what I bring to the table. That's how I look at bringing people into my mix now as an adult. I don't care about anything else, for real. You know what I'm saying? If you can't help me in some way, shape, or form, then take your talents elsewhere. Like, for real. MC for sure. You know, and like I said, when we come, I'm gonna set up these speaking engagements. When that happens, we're gonna be tapped in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be tapped in. But we're gonna be tapped in with the goal, with the vision of building. We're gonna be tapped in with the intentions of building something powerful, you know. Oh, Lindell, 100%. It always applies to relationships and things like that. Oh, boom, crypto, and it is, and again, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Like I said, I've accepted. It's some things about my life that I have accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've accepted the fact that when I have a conversation with the average person and I truly speak my mind, they about to look at me like I just spoke a language that they are very unfamiliar with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've accepted that. I've accepted that when everybody else go left, I'm gonna go right naturally. It's not that I'm forcing myself to go right. It's not that I'm forcing myself to be different. That's just how I'm wired. I have accepted this. You know what I'm saying? And people gonna either accept that or they not. If you don't accept it, I'm gonna keep living. If you do accept it, I'm still gonna keep living. You know, either way, I'm good. Somebody disproving, or you know what I'm saying, somebody disapproving of the way that I'm living has no effect on how I'm living and how I will continue to live. Has no effect at all. None. Oh, you don't approve of something I said? Cool. Oh, you don't approve of how I'm living, how I'm moving? Also cool. Oh, you do approve? Cool. It ain't don't affect me. It don't affect me. Oh, magic, yeah, 100%. That definitely shallow, and they not open. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot, like I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I wasn't open minded. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be the person I am today. I had to be open minded to read about veganism when I was a carnivore. You know what I'm saying? Like if I would have been like, that's some nonsense, I wouldn't have became the person that I am today. So I had to be open. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people not open. And I feel sorry for you because it's a lot of great things you could do with your life if you just open the mind a little bit. Now, being open minded, I'm not telling you to accept everything that's told to you. All I'm telling you is to not instantly reject it, examine it. You know what I'm saying? See how it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, boom, discard it. But if it does resonate, give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? When I came across the information on veganism, what was the worst that could happen? I'm gonna attempt to become vegan. It's either going to work or it's not gonna work. What you know what I'm saying? When they tell when you study in business, they always tell you, think of the worst case scenario. What's the worst that can happen? Like I said, going vegan. What was the worst that can happen? I end up having to go back to the lifestyle I was already living. It's not too bad. Like, come on. So it's like, what's the worst that can happen? And 9 times out of 10, the worst that can happen is not too bad. Oh, you thinking about going into business for yourself. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, it don't work, and now you got to go back to working or get a job. Doesn't sound too bad to me. People be acting like the worst that can happen is they gonna die or something. You know what I'm saying? Like the work you pursue an entrepreneurial endeavor. The worst that can happen is, oh, that didn't work, and now I got to go back and get a job and think of another plan. Like, come on. Bonafide, 100%. All the time. I'm gonna do me regardless to who says anything. And again, I've learned that over the years. And it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from pursuing what I want to pursue. Like if it resonates with me, you know, if it's a gut feeling, I'm going after it. I'm going after it, and I'm not asking one question. I'm going right after it. It's a gut feeling. I feel this in my gut. Y'all know what they say about the gut being a second brain. So if I feel strongly about something in my gut, I'm going after it. I'm pursuing that. It's happening. It's got to happen. It's got to happen, fam. It's got to. So again, trust that gut. Trust that second brain. You feel that way about something for a reason. Don't ignore that feeling. You feel strongly about something for a reason. Don't ignore it. That's the problem. We ignore ourselves, we neglect ourselves, and wonder why we're not in better positions. Stop neglecting yourself. Stop ignoring yourself, for real. You ain't gonna get too far in life doing all that neglecting and ignoring and things like that, man. Listen to yourself, tap into that gut. That gut will not steer you in the wrong direction. Only time I say the only time it'll steer you in the wrong direction is when you don't take care of it. And it becomes corrupt. But when you take care of that gut, when you feed it the right foods, it's going to take care of you. It's going to lead you in the proper direction. So you got to make sure the gut has a healthy environment to thrive in. Then it will lead you in the proper direction. And that's a scientific fact. Y'all can fact check that for all the fact checkers out here. But y'all, man, with that being said, man, I ain't have much time to build today, but I got to get back up to this gym. You know what I'm saying? So I got to handle some business today. Got a few clients out here to finish off for the evening. Y'all know how I go. But man, I appreciate y'all tapping in for this short build. It's always love, man. It's always peace. I'm gonna try to tap in again with y'all probably in like maybe Wednesday, probably in like 2 days or a day or two. Definitely not tomorrow though, man. I'm trying to finish up this book that I'm reading, How to Get Rich, the book that I already posted. I think my last stream. Definitely go grab that book. But I'm trying to finish this book off. Y'all know how I go. We always study and stay studious out here. But I appreciate y'all tapping in with the kid. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Monday, man. Y'all be easy. Definitely enjoy y'all Tuesday as well, man. Drink y'all water, get that rest, exercise, eat the fruits, the vegetables, drink your smoothies, journal, meditate, all that good stuff. I'm out. Y'all be easy. Peace.